As for Ontario, it too is reporting more than 300 new cases of COVID-19 today. That is, we have to point out, a slight drop from what we have seen in previous days. But to talk about the significance, let's bring in Laura McQuillan right now, who is looking at the numbers. Laura.
Michael, 365 new cases today. Now, the past couple of days we had been talking about 400 plus. But we often do see a dip on Sundays because fewer people are getting tested on Saturdays. So keep an eye on that number in the days ahead. We're hearing that the bulk of the cases once again in Toronto and in neighbouring Peel region. Test numbers are up. You see there, 40,000 tests completed yesterday. That is a record for Ontario. But we are hearing some concerns about lab capacity. The province trying to ramp that up because there are being more delays in people getting their results back now. The province is also saying that it's looking into pharmacies being able to carry out those tests, and we do expect to hear more on that front in the next few days, Michael.
Now, of course, these numbers follow what we heard from the Ontario Premier yesterday, that this new crackdown on private gatherings in Ontario. How is that working so far? Because it seems there are major concerns as to how well or not well it's being enforced already.
That's right. And one big event last night has a lot of people talking about that today. It's been described as an impromptu car show in the city of Hamilton to the southwest of Toronto. And this comes just hours after Doug Ford announced those new gathering size limits. 10 people indoors, 25 outdoors, and big fines for those who break the rules. We're talking $10,000 for an organiser, $750 for an attendee. You can see there in front of you, these are some scenes from that car show last night. A lot of people gathering there, 500 cars. We don't know the exact number of people that were there, but you assume it was well over that gathering size limit. Hamilton Police actually had to call in police from other parts of the Greater Toronto area to help them get rid of everyone there, sending them all home by about 10 p.m. But there were no arrests made last night, Michael. We've reached out to police to see if any of those big fines were handed out. We're waiting to hear on that. But it does seem to contradict that really strong message that Premier Doug Ford was pushing yesterday about the need to both respect the rules and to enforce them. Here is what he said yesterday.
Have to come down hard on the rule breakers. We have to crack down on the illegal parties. Everyone has to follow the same rules. There can't be exceptions. You can't be going out there, guys, like, let's use common sense.
So that message seems to have fallen on deaf ears just in the hours since it was made, Michael. We'll be keeping a close watch on what is happening with these gatherings. And of course, what happens with that enforcement? Will we see a more heavy-handed crackdown on those big events?